Hello everyone. Hello, this is Judith with another video. Yeah, and we have the hearts, right? The power of love deck today to give us guidance in relation to the twin flame journey. We're talking about your twin flame journey, and I'm just channeling through or bringing forward messages from the divine teachings. It's not really a reading or something like that. So it is a reading, but more about wisdom, right? About things that you need to know along your twin flame journey. So yeah, we have empathy, gratitude, and patience. And it sounds all so soft and gentle and kind, right? And we have those beautiful colors. Yeah, only this card here is a little bit more dangerous, like a big wave that's coming your way. It's really not so funny when you have to face challenges, right? And the universe or the divine is really asking us to learn this other perception of when it comes to life, right? When it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, when it comes to romantic love as well. So in fact, we are learning this with our twin flame, but it applies for everything else as well. It just shifts our way of being in the world completely once we turn to ourselves, right? And once we see that everything around us is meant for us, is meant to teach us something. For example, gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents you. Yeah, lovingly presents you, right? It's not so lovingly sometimes, right? Um, but in fact, once we have moved through those shadows, and once we have, we are like on the other end of the tunnel, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel, then we really feel gratitude. Maybe you have moved through such a tunnel yourself as well, and you have resolved some issues, some deep wounds, and you feel this gratitude for the first time for your twin flame. You're really grateful that he is not with you, right? Because he wants you to heal. He wants you to find those things, to find out about all of those things, right? He wants you to find what are all of those things. What am I talking about here? He wants you to find out that you are a divine being, right? That you are a powerful being. And we are, that's a whole journey to take, right? And when we take those steps, and sometimes baby steps along the way, we really have so much appreciation, because we feel that only with this person is it possible to dive into our deepest wounds. We really have a look at things where without our twin flame we would never have looked again. And this means that we would have lived a mediocre life, because we can only go as high as we go deep, right? So yeah, we have to release our stuff. And when you have the experience how this goes, how this works, and how you do it, and you did some of this, then certainly you have already been in this place of gratitude. And of course, you don't stay there, right? Life is an up and down, and we are moving. We're having fun along the way with all kinds of things that the universe lovingly presents to us. Yeah, there are all kinds of things, right? And compassion with yourself, and compassion with others, empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Yeah, and this certainly doesn't mean, as I always say, that you suffer alongside another person. It just means that you see yourself in this other person, and that you can relate in a way, right? This person, very often when we see people who are not in such a good place and we have empathy with them, then this may also mean sometimes that this person is maybe blinded, that this person has not come to the realization of their divinity, that they have not no awareness for their own power and who they truly are. And so yeah, but we have been there as well, right? We can then see that everyone is a son or a daughter of God, right? Everyone is divine, um, and we can wish everyone well, right? We can we can come from a place of love with every being on the planet, even with those that we that 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 are maybe doing things that are not in our highest good. And so our twin flame can be very mean sometimes, or seemingly it seems that he's mean or not very nice, but still when we come from a place of love, we would always see that he also has to go through his issues. He also has to resolve his wounds, just as we have, right? And that he is also mirroring things for us. For example, turning away from us, then we of course have to ask ourselves, where are we turning away from ourselves? Where are we not committing to ourselves? It's always the same thing a little bit, right? So patience is the third card. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Yeah, and that's sometimes hard to do, right? To have this patience, but really everything is happening in divine timing, and this also has to do with trust. And when something is especially important, feels especially important to us, like our union, then we can cling and hold on to it, right? And this is the famous letting go. This is the famous not letting go of your twin flame, but letting go of expectation, letting go of control as well. And we just have to give it over to the divine, right? This is what this patience really means. Because the transformation here, the energy of transformation, which is the healing, right, takes a while. And you never know why you're going down this or that way, this or that path. But for sure, it's there. For the most part, it's for the purpose of healing, right? Because the divine has always sees what is the best way, the path of least resistance for you, right? To come into union. And yeah, and so the divine is leading you along the path. And of course, this also means to let go of resistance. Yeah, let go of resistance, just give it over to the divine and walk that path. While you are walking, the path is appearing underneath your feet and is unfolding. You cannot predict the path really. It just leads you in to people, places, and things, and it might take a while, but it doesn't have to, right? It depends. It's very, very different and is certainly unique for every twin flame couple. It very much depends on the wounds. It very much also depends on how much has piled up along the way on those wounds, right? All the belief systems. Yeah, and so everyone is different here, but nothing is really wrong because, anyways, we have more than one lifetime. We have lived already a lot of lifetimes, and we have certainly like met our twin flame in maybe even every lifetime, right? Sometimes we were maybe not incarnated together. I don't know. I don't know about this. I have to be honest, right? I don't know, but God created us together. So we are always together, whether one is incarnated and the other isn't. This could, for example, also be an explanation for people who are like living a life of a hermit or have lived a life of a hermit for religious purposes. This could just be the connection to the twin flame that is not incarnated, that has led them to the point where they made that decision. Sometimes people also say maybe the two twins were incarnated in one body, and this is the reason why they were like living in solitude, for example, and walking down that religious path. That I shouldn't say religious, really, I should say spiritual, because that's really a big difference. In every religion, there are people that are deeply connected to the divine, and there are a lot of people who have no religion that are deeply connected to the divine. So the only thing that matters really is how deeply you are connected to the divine, and doesn't matter what religion you have or whether you are religious, right? We are spiritual beings, and we have this desire for spirituality. A long time, my kind of being a spiritual person was um, to make art, and also to see like museums and theaters as a kind of a temple, right? Which they are not really, at least not always. But this happens to a lot of people, right? Because we have this desire for something that is bigger, that is greater, because we know that subconsciously we know that we are like giant divine beings. Everyone knows this, right? And everyone has this desire, but not everyone knows where to look. And so we can be very, very grateful that we have our twin flames, and that they are showing us the beauty really of who we truly are, and the power of who we truly are, and that we do not have to be afraid ever. Yeah, so I think those are the messages that wanted to come through today. I wish you a really beautiful evening. It's evening here. Maybe it's not evening where you are watching right now. So have a beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.